Hey everybody, this is WWE Champion CM Punk, and you are watching PlayStation Access.
So I was just wondering if you could explain the basics of what does it mean to be straight edge?
Straight edge is abstaining from, drugs, alcohol, smoking, yada, yada, yada. It is underground. It always has been because, you tell people in rock and roll, because that's where straight edge started, that you don't smoke and you don't drink, and they look at you like you have three heads. That's just always the way it's been, I'd sort of have it no other way, I was different than everybody when I was growing up because I didn't drink or smoke or party or, follow what everybody else did. And then one day I read about the straight edge movement and I was like, oh, sweet. I'd be able to hang out with those people because that's me. I was straight edge before I knew it had a label. And I'm sure there's kids over here that, feel the same way. So like I said, if somebody walks into a video game store and they see that and they're like, what the, and now of course because of the internet you can just Google everything and figure stuff out. Like, maybe some kids who are just like me who don't drink and don't smoke and get made fun of because of it can maybe find solace in knowing that, they're completely normal. Well, I think because the birth of the straight edge movement came out of the DC hardcore scene, I think music and straight edge, they're married together. It's paramount, and obviously there's a ton of straight edge bands out there, and I think most straight edge kids gravitate towards like the hardcore scene and everything. That's just the way it is. I happen to be into that scene too, but I went another way and I chose wrestling, which is always kind of looked at as like, taboo in punk rock circles because, jocks and punkers normally don't get along, I'm trying to bridge the gap. A lot of kids tell me that they're straight edge because of me, or they're, hey, I'm gonna be straight edge, I'm gonna give it a try. Oh, I was straight edge for 6 months, but I don't care about any of that. To me, when it boils down to it, I'm straight edge for me. And that's what I tell kids. You need to be straight edge for you. Like, I don't care. You want to go drink? Fine, go drink. It's not, there's not a line drawn in the sand. We're not enemies. I have tons of friends who drink. I have friends who smoke. That's their choice. My choice is to abstain from all of that. And I do it for me, and I don't do it for anybody else. I'm not running around carving X's in anybody. I just kind of do my own thing.